Hey, all. That is Renata here. I'm listening to this song, Riders on the Storm, and to this house we're born, and to this world we're thrown. Dog let a bone, an actor out alone. Yeah, we don't have to be an actor all alone with nobody watching our story. This is it's Thursday, in December. And what is it, like the 9th, the 10th, 11th, 10th? Because I work a lot online at home, um, and I was, leaving for a couple days, so I had a different sense of timing. But now, if I don't look at the calendar a couple times, maybe that's happened to a lot of you that are working from home online. I'm just in my own, I'm in my own bubble, my own float. And I must say, though, I've noticed how that feels a little bit off-putting to not have a schedule, even though I say that I'm the proverbial non-committed, committed person. Like I've got that what is it? What is it? The human design of a manifesting generator. So I can spin a lot of plates. And in fact, when I learned that and was able to confirm that for myself, I felt so much better about the story that I say sometimes, like I'm flaky or I don't focus. Yeah, I can be flaky sometimes and change my mind. Absolutely. I allow myself to do that. It's not flaky, it's just I don't have interest in it any longer, right? It depends on the story that you tell yourself about what you're doing. I think that's super important for all of us now to remember that. Like we're riders on the storm, and into this world we're thrown like a dog without a bone, an actor without a home. But we have to make those new choices for ourselves. That's really what's going on now in this 9 year, which is about completion and closure with the emotions of things that feel out of alignment for you. Um, when you find yourself repetitively looping over things that you thought you had come to a solution about, when you find yourself, like I do from many times to many times, not able to reduce the conflict of my own inner stuff. So, I've talked about this a lot in the membership. I'm going to talk about it again. The emotional parasite release and the prayer of protection are two tools that I utilize because I learned them, I applied them, and I benefited from them. There's that lab thing: learn something, apply it, and benefit from it. And you are like the test subject. I learned that from Arlen in our your first 5K online. I joined that group in August, and I must say, I have been learning so many things um, that eventually will lead me to this nice thread of creation content, online, and people, buying my digital prompts and my journal prompts. And I've had that, in my visions for a long time. But honestly, I have never gotten to the point where I could allow myself to focus enough to see that come to fruition. And it's starting to happen now. I love that. I'm excited about that. But things aren't a straight line trajectory, nor do they need to be. Things are not, your visions, hopes, and dreams are not a straight line trajectory, nor do they need to be. I'm feeling like all of us just need to be more dedicated, more committed to who we are now. There's been lots of wisdom, lots of shift scapes that have come together that we have weathered like the riders on the storm. And into this world we're thrown, not like a dog without a bone. I mean, this dog has got some, what would you call them? Those sweet potato snacks. We got some bones buried. We got some neighbors' houses we can go to that they'll just throw us a bone because they think we're so cute. You know what I'm saying? So all of our resources in here and our resources outside of us, utilize those. That's your fluffy base for now. It's you with you. And if you can, align with some others that have that energy of doing their thing, but we can come together and collaborate a little bit without losing who you are, because that's what I would do. I would jump on board somebody else's platform and be all about promoting them. And I think that's a part of how I am being a businesswoman, pretty savvy, I must say, having different businesses. And in the last, well, since I've been working, I'm 68 now. So let's see, for, the last 35 years, been self-employed and done many things and made a living at doing it, both George and I. Um, The only point I'm sharing with you is what we got going on now is good stuff. So let's utilize it. I use numbers, for instance, and I like to show people how to incorporate those into their daily life. You can get a numerology profile from me. You can get a relationship profile. I have a great software program, Decodes Numerology. I love that. I learned a lot about numerology, and that was a lot of my base. So I have a bunch of different cards that I like to utilize. I have written several Oracle Inner Wisdom sayings, which I'm starting to publish on my Stan store, stan.store/Goddess Renata. Go check it out. My digital prompts are like, $2. Some of them are four. Um, I just loaded a one of my decks, and there's 44 of them. So um, they're $2 they're $2 a card, so it's $44. But you get a great resource of my inner wisdom sayings, and you can use them for, you know, um, coaching prompts, mentoring prompts, your daily inner reflection. Um, Use them and make them into something else. It's all cool. And I learned a lot about this, or at least the motivation came from me when I serendipitously, and that's like the new time frame now, being serendipitous, synchronicity. Yeah. Pay attention to when that happens. Open the door. I encourage you, open the door. When serendipity and synchronicity knock, open the door. Open the door. I did. So when I joined that your first 5K online with Arlen Hamilton, I opened up to a whole community of people that are wanting to do the same thing I am, monetize their content online. And then all this sub mentoring going on in this community. I love it. So I highly recommend that you go do the 7 day free trial, in your first 5K, and check out all the benefits to it. It's just $9 a month, like my membership platform, When Pigs Fly and Unicorns Roam the Land, or $50 a year. And that was Arlen's suggestion. And while our group is small and intimate, I love that. It will be expanding and growing. It will be expanding and growing. So I use cards, all kinds of cards. Now you know that. And I pulled a couple for us today to talk about the collective. The collective has a message for all of us. The collective has a message for me, and then I share that message with all of you. That's hence the collective message. Yay! So let's do the first number one was Eight of Diamonds. Eight of Diamonds. So that whole idea of value and giving and receiving and balance is super important, as above, so below, as inside, outside. So as we move together and work through any challenges that we have and let go of stuff that is weighing us down and doesn't feel light, as we do that, we have a lot more internal power, internal leverage to shift on a dime, to catch a story that comes through our head, move it down to our heart, and go, I'm not really digging that. I'm not digging that I believe that way anymore. Let me just shift that. That awareness alone shifts that for you. That awareness alone shifts that for you. And so when you allow that particular thought to move in again, and then you allow yourself to work from that thought that you just said, as you observed it, I don't want to do that anymore. That would be a choice. So a lot of this is about choice, even though it feels mystical. And there's a lot going on out there that wants to make us seem like it's all mystical and it's outside of us. It's all inside of us because we're the mystic. We're the seeds. We're the ones that are here making the shifts that are necessary, first for ourselves, and then fine tuning that. And then our presence ripples that out into the collective. So we're no more riders on the storm. Into this temple we're born. A dog with many bones. An actor with many homes. See what I'm saying? We get to change that story on the fly. And I've been with this for quite a long time, so I don't mean to make it sound like, although it does sound like it happens in an instant. You can hold that expectation that, the things that you feel stuck with, that you're tired of, you can hold the expectation that you can allow a new way to happen. And you can hold the expectation that maybe you don't know exactly what that looks like, but you can allow yourself to entertain and entrain some new ways of being just by being aware of what you do not want. And when what you do not want shows up, you can go, oh, there you are again. Let me see if I can shift that. Let me see if I can take, the opposite side of that. Let me see if I have an example for you, because examples are really good in your just in your daily life. It's like as a mystic, as a fully embodied spiritual being, um, as someone who's present here on this earth now, someone who's breathing and walking, like myself and like you. Okay, what does it look like when stuff comes to you and it's like magical and then you shift it? I mean, that's what my platform is about. When pigs fly, because they do. A lot of you have heard that story about Happy the flying pig. So when pigs fly and unicorns roam the land, and unicorns do roam the land, they are magical. You can see my unicorn family up above and my mermaid family. They're always here with me. All right. So the ability to transmute all of that is ours. It's a choice. It's a choice. And that's pretty much the magic that I'm talking about. That is actually the magic I'm talking about. I have a magic unicorn wand, and I have a Thorina hammer. And so when I work with clients, when I mentor, sometimes I have the unicorn wand out and I light them up because, they're so quick and they're getting it. And I can see that they're just going to make those shifts and allow them. And it just lights me up. It's so exciting. And then on the other hand, I run across people that can be like a little whiny, and they know that they need to make the change, but they don't want to do that, and they want somebody to do that for them. Like they come to me and they want to talk about it and talk about it, talk about it, and like, we can't talk about that forever because I know that's not doing you any good. So, I don't encourage that. So that's where the Thorina hammer came in. I am not the person you want to work with if you want to complain or just talk to me about what life is about and you just want to keep doing that. I am really about going to solution. I am about transmuting the things that we get in conflict about. That's what I do in my personal life. And so as I step up to mentor, that's what I'm doing with you. There is no magic that I got that you don't got. There you go. There is no magic that I possess that you cannot possess. And you don't have to believe in flying pigs. You can. And you don't have to believe that unicorns roam the land. You can. Or mermaids are real. Or mermen. You don't have to do any of that. You can be like strictly religious, Christian, Buddhist. I don't really, it doesn't even matter to me. But when you feel off about something and you're not able to get off your own wheel of conflict, then this is the group for you. When pigs fly and unicorns roam the land. This is the group for you because I help you shift your story. And then once you know how to shift your story, you don't need me. But I would love for you to be in the community and hang out with us so we can have some more fun. Like on the 27th, we are having, I think it's our third shop, swap, and style. Shop, swap, and style. George and I got a bunch of donations in from one of our clients, and our garage salon is full. So I sent out invitations to a bunch of people, and I know a handful, will show up, and that's fine. It'll be fun. I'd like to have more in-person events like that as we build our group and our community. So, share things that are happening. Share this video. Share the what do you call it? The 7-day free trial. Um, Yeah. I mean, that's it. So the eight of diamonds, as above, so below. So honor the value that you got going on. Honor all the good stuff that's going on for you and utilize it. Honor all of it, allow it all in and utilize it. And like I said, I've been at this for quite a long time, but time is not really relative. Once you get the idea how to shift something, this is my belief, you all will become quick studies at capturing the magic in your own life, your own everyday life, capturing your own magic and then utilizing it, and then sharing that with others just by your presence. That in itself is magical. So we got the eight of diamonds. And then we have a card that is one of my sayings. It's an acronym for love, living one's values exclusively. Living one's values exclusively. I'd say that's a good idea. What do you say? All right. And then I lost that one card. Okay, that was eight. Now we have here from my friend William Rainan, who was my mentor, but he had a cool deck of cards. I'm going to read a couple to you because they made sense and they were pop outs. I was shuffling the deck and these two just like poof, popped out. First one. When you can't make a choice, flip a coin, take action. Let me show you the picture. They're whimsical. There's a little Japanese on the top. He did a lot of work in Japan. So these cards were done in Japan and they're not released here. I and maybe two other people have these cards, but the wisdom is still super valuable. Let's read that again. When you can't make a choice, flip a coin, take action. And that's an eight. Isn't that interesting? We got the eight of diamonds, we got the eight. Sometimes those synchronistic connections come. So double eight, super important for us. All right. And then there was another one that just popped out. Love and miracles are universal gifts. It's whimsical too. Oh, there we go. Maybe I'll make a pit. Love and miracles are universal gifts. Look at that. Love and miracles are universal gifts. Love and the miracles of magic are universal gifts. Those are all there for us to utilize. But we have to choose that. And it's okay if it takes you a little while to recognize. I'm watching my little flippies on the top of my hat. It's okay if it takes you a little while to decide, to choose to make your life be better. But once you do, I'd say you're in the quick study row or the quick study line, or you signed up to be a quick study, or you're moving ahead and you're getting your BA, your master's, and your PhD. Fabulous with the P, human divinity, passionate human divinity. I got a bunch of acronyms for PhD as well. I've been having a lot of fun writing my sayings, which I was encouraged by my mentor William to do that, and then not worry. He said, "Renata, don't worry about what you're going to do with it. Just keep writing." I've got volumes of writings with acronyms and my inner wisdom sayings, and I'm so appreciative that I paid attention enough to just keep writing and didn't give up on myself. So now I'm getting to reap the fruits of my labor. Like all of you is what I'm saying to you. There's been things that a lot of you I know in the membership have been doing, and then you want to do, you want to amp that up, but you're not sure. This is happening. You got a day job. I get all of that. But that has nothing to do with the internal shifts and the internal intentions that you can create. And then you plug into the universe in a different way on a different frequency. And then you watch the magic unfold, like things come around the back door and catch you on the shoulder. And you're like, oh, wow, I've been waiting for you. Oh, it's you, is it? Yeah, I'm noticing that's how it's going. Is there anything else? We've got two cards. Let's add up our numbers. We have the eight of diamonds. We have another eight. So 16 and 7, 7, 8, 9. This is a 2. So we got 9. We got 9, which is completion. 9, which is completion. So the idea of being complete with the beliefs that you have currently, allowing yourself to shift those beliefs when they feel like they throw you off balance. like you're too much into one way or the other. Come back to the center, which I would call neutral. Come back to neutral. Maybe do a little fake facelift. I like that one. That's a good one, isn't it? I am always looking at my face and playing with my face and blah 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 blah. I'm always doing that. I'm just really super visual. So you may love that about me. You may not. It's okay. Um, but I love the instant facelift. And that's what I'm talking about. Developing the ability to laugh at yourself instantly. Developing the ability to go to the high side of something that feels pretty low, to bring it to the middle. And I call bring it to the middle transmuting it. Once you walked a mile in somebody's shoes, if you wear a size 11 like I do, and you walked a mile in a size 6, you'd get that you were walking in shoes too small, huh? So let's align with our new steps. Let's respect our journey. Let's take the time and the silence and the stillness to allow newness to unfold in all the ways that it'll start to show up. Hugs and love to you. This is Goddess Renata. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your new way of play. And we move to a new groove, and let's close with a little bit of that new groove. And see y'all soon.